Yeah, we do. What are you talking about? Absolutely, we can do that. That would be awesome. Sure. Anything. Absolutely. Anytime you want to come in, you just get in here, you ask for me, and we will be on it. Anytime. Sounds great. Talk to you soon. Ryan! Hey, what? Hey, if a guy named Chris comes in here, even if you ask me to stop anything you're doing, you get a hold of me, stop and get me. Awesome. Woohoo! Best job ever.
He's an idiot.
From the moment fire was discovered, the men who could control it shaped civilizations. Those skilled enough to use this power to forge metals were dubbed blacksmiths. And while technology has advanced, the need for men to be able to control flame and steel remains. These are those men. These are modern-day blacksmiths.
One of the best things about our shop location is that we share a parking lot with one of the elite microbreweries in the state.
I don't know beer, but I know what I like.
What are you drinking?
It's delicious. It's their stout. I consider myself something of a beer connoisseur. Wait, donosaur. Ooh, that's good. It's drinkable.
Not mine.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey,
man.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you, man.
Good to see you.
See you too.
Good beer as always.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Darren is the brewmaster and one of the owners of Bier Brewery. We've done tons of work for him in the past.
Well, I got a new project for you guys. You know, always got projects for you, but I think this is going to be a good one.
Okay.
So, we need to take one of my logos. It's this right here, the state logo. And we need to do something out of metal with it, similar to what you did for my original logo.
What kind of size are you thinking?
Big, obnoxiously big.
Like
Comically
Don big,
oversized.
Don big or me big?
That's kind of Neanderthalish, like big like that, like somewhere in between. I'd like to display it here at our tap room and also be able to take it with us to like a beer festival, say.
As soon as Darren said he wanted a sign, I had a picture in my mind exactly what it was going to look like.
But
So
I need
is it going to
something,
need a stand, or are you always going to have walls?
not always going to have walls, no, so we will need a stand
Some
too.
kind of stand.
But I want something that stands out. Our beer sets us apart from other beer, and I want something like this to set us apart
will
from everybody
definitely
else.
stand out.
I'll be in charge of this project, so making it look awesome will be no problem.
Aluminum, stood off, with a stand,
Polished.
6 foot, same as the other one. $2,400.
Okay, well, I was thinking more along the lines like a few $100 and beer.
Sold.
Few hundred for this?
It's not sold.
Donald May, master negotiator.
He has no idea how much beer I'm going to drink.
Along with all the beer they can drink, Brian and Don looked at their draft and tapped this project at $2,400.
Hi, you Ryan or Don?
I'm Ryan.
Something tells me this is the guy Don's been waiting for.
I called earlier, I'm Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You're supposed to tell me when the guy here. Hey, Chris, I'm Don.
Hey, Don.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Talk
meet
to you
you.
on the
Hey.
phone.
Good to meet you.
Can't wait to get into this project.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
He's here. So we talked earlier. Super excited about this project. What do you need this battler for? Is it ceremonial? Do you have a wedding coming up?
Actually, I play in a band, hence the uniform, and obviously we're original series. And so I know there's no batless in original series. However, we use props. You know, we have a Lurpa that we use.
So you say not original series, are we talking next generation, or are we talking Deep Space Nine? So are the Klingons our allies, or they are enemies? Because there's a huge difference.
Not another sci-fi project.
What's the price you guys want to talk about?
That's a good
You
question.
could spend 45 minutes
Where do
talking
you want to
with
go
him.
with this? Because I could do an authentic replica of, you know, the House of Kalis on it.
Spend a month on it.
I am so excited about what I'm going to do.
I mean, we just want something that's showy but not fancy.
Okay. Screams
Budget, just
Klingon, screams
Give
Klingon.
us a number.
Okay, so this is band funded.
Okay.
$500. Can we do that?
I think we can do something like that.
We've done it for 5 to do a Klingon bat'leth.
$500. Starting to like these sci-fi projects.
I think this project is going to be great. And I was a little nervous about it because, you know, Star Trek fan, you never know how people are going to react. But this guy in here is blowing my mind. He's such a big fan. I mean, I've met big Star Trek fans before, but I'm really excited about what he's going to do.
Even though Ryan is less than excited to boldly go into another sci-fi project, the boys think $500 will make it worth their while.
So I talked to Chris. Let's go over that bat'leth project, aka the best job ever.
You're an idiot. This,
Telling you, these things are awesome.
it's like a sword or something, right?
No!
Does
You're-
it like,
Your ignorance is showing through. It's a Klingon weapon of war. This is serious stuff, all right? Have you
does this kid, is the client, Chris, does he live in his mom's basement?
I'm gonna put that at about 50-50. But, however, he'll be the coolest kid on the block because he'll have a
All right, let's,
Klingon
this,
black.
I'm not a f***ing idiot.
All right. All right, so the basic shape of it, it's a long slicing weapon for hand-to-hand combat, close quarters, so you can really get in there. It's got a continuous blade here, and then 2 sharp blades on the end.
No, wait.
then handles.
If this is like a weapon, does it have like some kind of a sheath? Like from the back, from the side?
Bat'leth. B-A-T-L-I-F-F. This is basic stuff, Ryan. No,
It doesn't look like a weapon.
I'm not explaining myself clearly. Just hear it out,
Looks
okay?
like a squidbilly. Remember those guys?
No, this is
It looks.
the House
It
of
looks like a
Martok
f***ing
crush you.
smiley face.
No, you're not even
These
seeing
people
it.
are extinct for a reason because
You're
they're
not-
morons.
Starting to wonder about the effectiveness of these weapons.
The
Should have been
Klingon
Klingons.
Empire
There should have been more.
flourishes. The Klingon Empire runs the Alpha Quadrant. I hope you know they are a warrior race.
Seriously. Did you do a lot of drugs and too?
No, but I mean Star Trek. You know who likes Star Trek?
Nobody.
Chicks. Dig dudes. I'm just saying.
All right, go ahead. Let's get on this project so I don't waste any more
So just
time.
the basic shape of it is a long blade. It's a long double-handled thing.
Okay.
So the way I'm
How are we
going to
gonna
do
make it?
Okay. So what we're going to do, I'll come up with the drawing. I'm going to cut it in half because these have to be perfectly mirrored, so it looks balanced.
What are we making it out of?
We could do. It's going to be mostly ceremonial. A showpiece, so we don't
Let's
have
get
to
serious
do 306
again. Let's not
stainless steel
get
or
into
anything.
the
We could do it out of
Fantasy
aluminum.
5 or anything.
We could do it out of aluminum so we can bring it to a real nice polish. We can put a nice edge on it, but it won't be overly heavy. It'll be a
Showpiece?
nice mantelpiece.
When you said ceremonial, it's like a showpiece, right?
Exactly.
You're getting into
Exactly.
You're getting
yeah.
into it too much.
So I'll draw a template. That's half of it. So excited! I'm breaking.
Ooh, you're so strong. This piece of soap's now.
Unfortunately, this is going to be more of a ceremonial piece, not so much a battle-ready piece. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with a 3/8 sheet of aluminum, lay out my design, cut it all out, polish all my edges, put a nice sharp edge on it, wrap the handle in leather. I'm thinking the handles should be wrapped in leather. Give it that authentic.
Like a Klingon leather, is it? Their cow's
Well,
different.
we could get it blessed by a Klingon shaman. You know, that's actually not a bad idea.
So Darren at Bier Brewery wants this logo. You know, he has 2 of them, the BIER and he has the Indiana. So I was thinking 1/8" aluminum. We can cut this ISF, Indy Sign Fab, can water jet it. 4 foot wide by 8 foot. He wants to utilize the entire sheet and get as big as he wants.
Okay.
Because you know, the sheets come in 5x10, 4x8, and some other off sizes. He wants to do 4x8 because it's too cheap to go 5x10.
I still have a good scale to it. What are we gonna do when we have these all cut out? You wanna use standoffs so that they kind of separate the background On this project, one of the things that we can do to give it that little something extra is to use standoffs to actually push the letters away from the background. Creates a little bit of 3D and gives you some shadows that'll happen.
What about putting like 1-inch trim and we can polish that the same to give it that
There
kind
you
of a
go,
border?
yeah. That way that will match that, and then the background will be like his background.
Okay. Well, a couple things he just said. He wanted it 4x8 because he said that's a great size, and make it bling.
All right, looks good.
We sketched out the design. It's going to be big. It's going to have a lot of precision cutting that's going to need to be done. We have ISF do it. They do this type of stuff all the time. The project that we need is this. It's the Bier Brewery, but we need it professionally done.
Right. I mean, that's why it came to us, right?
Oh, well.
Well, it's been through our graphics art department, which is typical. Those guys tweak it, make it so like our machines, the water jet of the router can cut it out. You've already had it to your client, they've signed off on it, so now it's just a matter of picking out the material and moving forward.
Okay, I told them 1/8-inch aluminum, so that's not going to be a problem.
Not at all. No, that's
Okay,
perfect.
and then when your art department, everything's in scale, right?
Everything is set up to be in scale.
Looks good. Perfect. All right, so where do we go from here?
Looks real good, other than you guys misspelled beer. With 2 E's.
It's what's on the shirt, you idiot.
Are we ready to cut then?
Well, explain to us a little bit about this. I don't know what.
What this does is it takes water straight from the well, pumps it up to 60,000 pounds of pressure, cut through 6 inches of steel, cut through garnet, tabletops, or and something soft as 16th inch plastic. You know,
Really?
we can do whatever, fine cuts, hard cuts, whatever you like.
ISF, to get their precision cuts, uses a state-of-the-art water jet system. Thing is awesome.
We're gonna get it fired up. So what you're hearing is the intensifier kicking on, building up that pressure.
I would have expected it to have a bunch of blowout and everything. It's amazing that it's all submerged.
So that's cutting right now.
It is cutting right now.
Watching water cut through metal is pretty amazing.
It's a little less dramatic than I expected.
Yeah.
I expected all hell to break loose.
There's no flames.
It's kind of hoping. Yeah, so I'm used to sparks and flames and super loud.
You can be able to keep a shirt longer than a week.
A bat lift has to be perfectly symmetrical. So I took my drawing, cut it in half, traced the whole thing, cut it out, and now the bat lift is perfectly balanced.
Don is so excited about this project. I've got to keep a close eye on him so he stays focused.
Might need these.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, and you can also clamp this down. Just calm down. I do not want to have to take you to the ER at all today.
Okay,
Hard enough explain to people what the hell a bat lift is, let alone a doctor.
Funny you should bring that up.
I'm done.
Talk to you a little more
I
about
just
it.
don't want you to get hurt.
You don't want to hear more about it?
Nope, heard enough.
Darren is unveiling his sign at the Winter Microbrew Festival, which is huge. The problem is he only has one ticket. Don and I have to decide who's gonna go to get that free ticket.
Over at the brewery, they have a chalkboard. It has all these drawings on it showing what beers are on tap. We decide whoever's the best artist wins the ticket.
Hey guys, the board for this week is Prohibition since it started January 16th, 1920. Each of you are going to have one square. At the end of the week, whoever wins based on customer votes gets a ticket to the festival.
What happens if you win?
I get the ticket.
So I just have to make a better mural than Ryan and Sarah.
Sarah's got a built-in advantage. She does the board every week. I have the sign back from ISF. Looks great. There's something wrong. Don! Hey man, take a break. I gotta talk to you about something.
All right, let me shut this down. What's up?
Just got back from ISF.
How do they look?
It looks great. What's wrong?
Oh, they misspelled beer?
No, I didn't look at the measurements when they had scaled it out for me to approve to cut.
Yeah.
I approved 6 foot, not 8 foot.
Oh, it's gonna look too small on an 8-foot sheet.
So.
It's gonna dwarf it, huh?
Yeah,
Well, just that back, our back, I guess we're just gonna have to shrink. You know, to keep it proportional, however small it is, we'll make the background that much smaller as well.
Just won't be as tall. I mean, it's still on a 4. It just looks a little squatty, but.
Okay.
Well,
let me know what Darren says. You're calling him.
I don't want to call him. I call him.
Well, you want me involved on this now that it's there? Yeah.
Don came up with a pretty good solution. All we have to do now is talk to Darren.
There's no way I'm calling Darren.
Hey, Darren, it's Ryan and Don.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Don and I have a little bit of an issue. If there's one thing I've learned in business school is when you screw up, conference call. Takes a lot of the blame off of you and puts it on everybody. Your sign is going to be a little smaller than we had anticipated.
Well, how much smaller?
Well, I'll go ahead and say it. Don's here, by the way, too. It's a conference call. Chime in anytime, Don.
If there's one thing I learned in business school, if you're on a conference call and you don't want the blame getting smeared around on you, you keep your mouth shut.
It's cut at 6. It was supposed to be about 7.5 feet. So you're going to be about a foot short.
You know, I don't think it's really that big a deal. That just means it'll be lighter. And then, well, this is still going to be ready, like, for the fest, right?
Oh yeah, it'll be done.
Okay. Well, that just means it'll be a little bit lighter. As long as it's still to scale, that's good. And that means you're just going to get less beers for payment.
Oh, now you're not going to talk now, are you? All right, awesome, Darren. Thanks. I'm glad it's not going to be an issue. We don't want to take any more of your time.
All right, man, that sounds good.
All right, we'll talk to you.
All right.
Bye. Conference call. Me, you, Darren. Conference call.
Well, I didn't want to step over your toes, man. I thought you were handling it pretty well, so.
I handle situations fine, but I need help sometimes.
I didn't want to, you know, I was nervous.
Hey, quit bickering, you guys. I'm still alive.
Oh, sorry, dude. Before you get too far, come here.
What do you think?
I think it looks like crap. Looks awful.
God, you think so? That looks like just dog I don't care for it at all.
Well,
what do we do?
Start over.
Well,
I'll tell you what we don't do.
That.
Yeah.
We normally don't like to do things twice, but in this case, it was a necessity. I think the best solution for this is to kind of stick closer to Darren's logo and go with a more solid black background instead of trying to have a model book.
In order to make those letters look like they're floating off of the surface of that sign, you drill a hole in the sign, weld a peg to the letter, goes through the sign, and weld that backside. Once that backside is welded, you get that floating standoff look. Top one.
All right, got it. You know, I still think it's a little weird and confusing that they spelt beer the way they did. I mean, no one spells beer that way. It's misspelled, you know?
All right, about a foot below it.
All right, I got it. I mean, clearly the Germans misspelled beer, but still, it's confusing. We're not in Germany. One of the things I think Ryan really appreciates about working together is with every project, I try to bring a little bit of knowledge and teach him something.
Typically, you don't need headphones when you're welding, but when Don gets in his rants, it's a necessity.
You know, what were they going to start
All
calling
right,
everything by the German names?
My
Where?
left, your right, a foot.
All right. Oh wait, wrong one. I cut the bat lip design and sharpened the blades. Now I just had to finish the handles before Chris gets here. Hey Ryan.
Yep.
Will you give me him one more time? This is the last one. I just gotta keep a lot of tension on here. Yeah, cut me some tape.
Was that blessed?
You know, the guy stood me up. He must have had a date.
What, the shaman?
Uh-huh.
That doesn't look too bad, man.
Told you it'd come out good.
For as stupid as a project I thought it was going to be.
That's what happens when you put your heart and soul into something. Kalis will be proud.
God, I'm tired of walking away from you.
I got real excited making this project, so I made another one with a few of what I like to call Donifications.
Don,
Chris, good to see you.
you too, man. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Good.
So I wanted to present you your batleth, and may the House of Martok smile upon us today. Behold your weapon. Go ahead. Go ahead, just as any Klingon would want to touch his...
That's perfect. That's awesome.
The balance is correct.
That's very nice.
There you go, step back, feel it.
Yeah, I like it.
It's got that shiny, there we go.
It's perfect. The shine is perfect. Now I just have to make sure I don't hurt anybody with it.
Well,
no one
that's kind of its
doesn't
point.
deserve it. Don really knocked this one out of the park. It looks great. I'm just a little concerned that I might hurt myself or someone else, but I think it's going to look great on stage, so I'm really happy.
With Don working on this project at warp speed, they were able to keep costs down and earn their metalworking enterprise a $375 profit.
Chris, you like your Star Wars knife?
Oh, God. When you say stuff like that, you look ridiculous.
You guys are both ridiculous. I'm out of
Star
here.
Wars.
Whatever. Kill yourselves.
It's not a lightsaber.
When I see two Star Trek geeks flipping out with dangerous weapons, I get the hell out of the shop.
I couldn't let Chris walk away with a weapon of war without letting him take it for a test drive. You're gonna attack it just like it was a Dominion soldier.
So I mean, you seem to be the expert, so, I mean, you got any pointers, any?
Well, think about it this way. It's a slashing weapon.
Okay.
So you want to come into your prey. You can come in this way, then back and forth, thrash it.
All right.
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Just gonna try not to take off my leg. Feels pretty good. Should I go for the head?
Kalis would say, go for the head.
Nicely done.
And then we drink our blood wine. That felt exactly like I thought it would. Amazing. You should have bought more melons. That's what happens to Federation scum. Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Here it is. Our drawing's been on the chalkboard all week. Darren's keeping track of all the votes. Whoever gets the most votes gets the free ticket.
All right, guys, results are in from the voting from who did the best chalkboard.
One free ticket to Don, please.
Yeah, you guys definitely lost. Sarah won by a landslide.
That's bullshit. I want to recount.
I wonder how much it's going to cost to get into the festival.
After our embarrassing loss to Sarah with the skills challenge, we decided to show Darren his sign. I wanted to do it at the Microbrew Festival. Don insisted we do it at the brewery. Okay, Darren, here we go.
See it. Yeah, that's totally awesome. But you do know that it has to be at the festival in like under an hour.
I told you. Nice going, Don. Now we got to get that sign to the Microbrew Festival now.
Though the sign came in smaller than expected, the cost of materials and additional expenses were just about right, letting the boys walk away with $1,400 profit and an extended happy hour.
Whoa, ice. Stop. Just kidding. Come on.
You're an ass. At least it's light.
Man, I just saw a truck come in. It's Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. I love that shit. I'm gonna camp out over there all day.
How's your beer?
It's excellent. Balanced and robust.
You say that about every beer.
Okay, well, how would you describe yours?
Badass,
And
balanced and robust.